Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to use index selection in geometry nodes. For this one I'll be using Blender 4.5, but all versions going back to 3.0 should be able to do the same thing. I'll break the tutorial into two parts, the node setup and a simple animation of the nodes. Alright, let's jump in. First up, make sure your object is selected. Head over to the Modifiers tab and add a new Geometry Nodes setup. Now down at the bottom of the screen, switch your editor type to the Geometry Node Editor. Then go ahead and give yourself a bit more room. Close the Properties panel and zoom in. Delete the Group Input node. From the Geometry Input, drag out a connection and search for a mesh circle. Then bump the radius up to about 3. Make an instance on Points node and drop it onto this main connection. Drag out a connection from the instance input and search for a UV sphere. The default sphere is too large, so lower the radius. I'll quickly set up the selection part of the tutorial, then explain the math and why I did it this way. From the selection input, drag out a connection and search for math. Then pick the first thing that shows up. Make an index node and plug it into the top value of the math node. Change the bottom value to 4 and set the operation type to truncated modulo. Make a compare node. Set the input type to integer, plug value into A, and set the compare type to equal. Now for the explanation, we've made a circle of 32 parts, which also means it has 32 points. An index is just the number of a point, and the numbering system for indexes starts at 0. So on our circle, the indexes run from 0 to 31. A modulo is the remainder after dividing two numbers. So if we say 7 divided by 3, the modulo is 1. 3 fits into 7 twice, and we have 1 remaining. In math, modulo is the percent symbol. With the math node, I'm taking each index modulo 4, and with the compare node, I'm saying if it equals 0, use it. The difference between truncated and floored modulo is that truncated modulo handles the sign of the number, whether it's positive or negative. Now, with index modulo 4, we've said to only use 8 out of the 32 points. We've now got points on the circle showing, but we can't see a circle yet. So let's make a join geometry node and place it just before the group output. Take the mesh circle output and plug it into the join geometry. Now we can see a circle, but if we render it, there's no actual body to the circle. So let's make a mesh to curve node after it. Then add a curve to mesh node. Drag out a connection from the profile curve and make a curve circle. Its radius is a bit too big, so let's lower it. Now we'll animate the circle with the point so that it spins. Make a transform geometry node and drop it in before the group output. Make a new window at the bottom and turn it into a timeline editor. Make sure you're at the start frame, then set a keyframe on the Z rotation. Move to the end frame, change the EZ rotation to 360 and set a keyframe. Now play the animation. Let's say we want to slant the circle. Just duplicate the transform geometry and change the X or Y rotation. Then you can play the animation. And that's a wrap on this tutorial on using selection with indexes and geometry nodes. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments and I'm always happy to help. And if you have any tips or feedback, I'd love to hear that too. I'm always looking for ways to make these tutorials better for you. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram and feel free to share your projects with me there. I love seeing what you create. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Blender tutorials.